Hi, I'm going to do a normal live now. So I was just live for doing my little Australian number. So now I'm going to do a normal one just for my usual audience. So what I'm going to do is that thing where I tag you all. I'm going to tag you guys. And what I want to talk about is the idea of almost like energetic entanglement. Here we go. Comment. So give me a moment to tag everyone and then I'll be on it. And I hope, how is everyone? Like, it'd be lovely to know how you are and how life is. If anyone's online. How are you, Andrew? Getting there. Getting there. Yeah, got it. Nice. So, hello. What I wanted to talk about today is the idea of energetic hygiene. So what I see, or I mean every single session I have ever done, is how entangled we are with everyone around us and concepts and institutions, buildings, schools, everything. We are, that's wonderful, Andrew's well. So it's just noticing how meshed together we are with other people's energy. And, you know, that is the basis of an aura transformation, or the work I do, is to teach people to gather in all their threads and to really send back energy that doesn't belong to them. And it's one of the most important tools you could probably learn in just being healthy and happy and clear. So we're not taught at school about what happens when you spend too much time thinking about someone else or obsessing about someone, or what happens when you're angry at someone, what happens to their energy, what happens to your energy. It's not part of our common language. And I think we spend, like half my sessions are spent helping people draw in their personal vital energy from the world around them. And the other half is spent, well, not the other half, the other part is spent sending back energy that you've ended up carrying on your shoulders or integrating into your own being, and even having other people's cellular signature imprints kind of meshed in with yours. It's not supposed to be like that, I don't think. I would like to call in a new phase in our evolution where we are far clearer and more, I actually like the word pure and pristine about our energy, and that is as important as our diet or the water we drink or the air we breathe. That our energetic integrity and quality is as important as all those things in feeling well and feeling good. I'm gonna just drink some unicorn tea. So, like when you have an aura transformation, you're literally, if this is your energy and this is the world's energy, and this is you and your old aura, it's all mixed up from childhood, from growing up, from your family's energy, your friends' energy, your partners, your sexual partners. It's all like, having an aura transformation is going to like there, so that you've cleared that much to there in a big bang. Like, it's the aura transformation is like a big push in the right direction, a big clearing, and a real, I mean, I go on and on. I don't know about other aura mediators, but I go on about this loads. And because you can see the difference when people learn how to separate their energy, you can see a massive difference towards the people that didn't bother doing the exercises or working alongside the aura transformation. So you have this like huge leap, quantum leap into sorting your energy, and then it's up to you in a way. And part of the way the aura transformation works is that this process will carry on for like forever after your aura transformation, but slowly over time, after the actual session, you're really drawing in your personal energy and really sending back other people's energy until you're crystal clear in the middle. You get to be all clear. And you can really feel when other people's energy comes near you, on you, attached to you. And it goes kind of like splat, and you're like, hang on, that's not mine. And you don't know that it's not yours. If you're all tangled up, how are you supposed to know what's yours and what's someone else's? You know, like, as an example, someone that's always cross and angry and sits next to you at work or something, and they're always like, ah, rah, rah. And their energy field is emitting some sort of vibration of nah all the time. That is, and if you don't have much energetic protection, then, you know, like your aura's frazzled or weakened over time, then that will infiltrate, like it'll just go into your energy field, and then you're feeling nah, nah, nah. And you go home going like, oh, I had a day. So it's just figuring out, the more you can figure out what you are and who you are and what your center is, what your beliefs are, what your purpose is, what you came here to do, what you believe in, not what other people have said you should believe or what society has claimed as the belief system. It's finding out really who you are and what you're doing here and what matters to you. Once you figure that out, it becomes easier and easier and easier to tell when someone else's energies come in. And I you know, there's this pattern of someone else's ideas come in or someone else's energy comes in, and you're like, oh, I feel bad sending that back, or, you know, maybe I should accept this as part of my life or whatever. I'm like ruthless. I have been so ruthless in guarding my energetic integrity or purity or pristineness. Over time, I've guarded it like a Viking, you know, like a battle axe. And if someone's energy is coming at me and it's got nothing to do with me, and it's like, let's say it's someone, I'm trying to think of a good example. I don't know, someone that's being rude about someone else, like, I don't know, gossiping or, you know, that kind of thing. And I don't want to know, I'm like not interested in that, and it's not part of my nobility code. It's not a part of how I behave. Then I will say, no, I don't really want to hear that. And I'm not being mean, and I'm not being nasty. When I say ruthless, I don't mean like chopping people's head off. I just mean saying no. And saying no is so important, because how are you supposed to keep yourself well if anything can come in, even if you don't, and you don't, you know, you don't rate what someone else is doing, but you let it in anyway, just because you're nice. And I think that's not being nice or kind to yourself. And it's not nice to them either, really, because you're letting them get on with something that you don't actually agree with. I don't know. So for me, it's a huge, passionate area of my life that I am very, is clinical the right word? Just very careful with what I allow in. Like, I don't have a telly. I buy water from a spring so that I have clear water. And it's the same thing with the influences around me, the people around me, and the experiences I want to have. But yeah, we live in a world of massive entanglement, and, you know, kids, like, for example, like my daughter will come home from school, and I'll remind her sometimes, like, oh yeah, why don't you just pull why don't you pull your energy in from school and send other people's energy back? Because kids, they look at their environment and they want everything to be okay and well, and, you know, they will actually pour a lot of energy, invisible energy, into making sure everyone's feeling okay and balanced. Or, you know, they'll try and make their parents laugh, or they'll try and do something. So they're investing a lot of energy in everything being well, and that's hard work, certainly when you're in big dysfunctional schools or some, you know, that kind of environment. So teaching kids how to, I've worked with children before where just teaching them how to pull that energy in, how to send energy back, you know, how to clear, you know, you can say fill your energy with your energy and make yourself get lighter and lighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And then the other way around being just let any dark or smoke or fog from your environment go back to where it came from, so that you're clearer and clearer and clearer. Just that is so simple. And if every human could do that, we'd live in a very peaceful place. And you'd really own your stuff. You know, you wouldn't lash out in anger at someone because you'd be like, oh, that was mine. Or, oh, I just took on your irritation when it wasn't mine. Learning whose is what's what, I think it's the keys to living healthy relationships, and not living in codependence either. Because if you're all tangled up, let's say you're partners and you're all tangled up, and I'm trying to see upside down. So imagine you're two auras and you're all tangled up, and you don't separate your energies ever, and one's relying on one to help them with this, and the other one's relying on that to help them with that, and it's really, so you're not always pulling your energy from your own life force. You're pulling from someone else's life force, and it feels like a normal thing to do, like you're supporting each other, but actually you're maybe even feeding each other and propping each other up, when what would be so much better would be two people in their sovereignty, in their strength, in their truth, in their energetic purity, sharing beautiful energy with each other. And if you have an aura transformation as an example, would be two people that are in their own energetic integrity without the leaks and all the mixing. And when it's all mixed, you have the codependency, you have the neediness or the low self-esteem, and like, oh, can you prop me up like that? You can have lots of arguments and complications and misunderstandings and all that kind of thing. So keeping energy clear within relationships, within families, I can't rate it enough. And when I'm doing sessions with people, my personal mission is to empower people to be able to look after their energy. So yes, I'm doing an aura transformation. Yes, I'm like sharing that thing, but I'm spending a massive amount of energy helping every single person that comes to learn how to manage their energy, how to have energetic hygiene rituals, to learn how to work with their moods and their creative process so that they can constantly balance themselves, to work with their masculine and feminine energy. Thanks, Jay. Jay says, hey Sarah, thank you for the timely reminder to guard ourselves. Energetic integrity is big, and it is big because if you always, like for example, if you're in a family and you're always looking after everyone else and not yourself, like I know a lot of people do that, then you end up falling, and then everyone falls with you. It's the idea of the sinking ship, isn't it? So if everyone had more, it's like being, I suppose, selfish about your energy and your wellness. The more well you are and selfish with your energy, the more energy you have to give to everyone. The more you're filling your pot, the more you're giving to other people. You can give to other people. And it's also something about simplicity. For me, can someone tell me what time it is? Because I have the school run. Oh, I'm okay. Simplicity. It's so much easier living a simple life, not mixing your energy, and even people, the whole polyamory and all that kind of group stuff, I find that too mixy to me. It doesn't feel pure, it doesn't feel sacred, it doesn't feel right that we mix and tangle all our energies with people all over the shop. I think the simple life is actually so much nicer. Learning to love yourself so that you don't need other people to make you feel like you exist. There was a time in my life when I couldn't spend any time alone. I was in my 20s, and I was lost and heartbroken and a bunch of stuff, and I just could never be on my own. And it took a huge shock for me to like wake up to falling in love with myself and realizing it was like a necessity. And the aura transformation had a huge impact on that. But now I spend more time on my own than I do with people. And that, well, apart from lately when I'm with clients all day, every day. But I love that, so that's okay. But yeah, keeping life simple, keeping your rules simple, and doing simple things to make you feel magic, not expecting anyone else to do it for you. I think that's all I wanted to say. I just want a less tangled up world and people standing in their own sovereignty and power and truth, and live with integrity and nobility. Really be a walking example of someone that walks on the earth with respect and treats other people with respect. Yeah. Yo. I'm feeling so good. Life is amazing at the moment. Everything is just rolling. 2018, I'm like, I can't believe all the things that are happening. And I am so in love with everyone that's been coming to work with me. My sessions are getting like just awesomer and awesomer and awesomer. Don't think that's a word. Yeah, onwards and upwards, everyone. Lots and lots of love. And hi to everyone that just came on. Thanks, Andrew. I'm so glad. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to be on more often. I made all that promise to be on for 90 days. I decided to scrap the 90-day challenge and just come on like forever, whenever I can. And the aim is to come on daily, weekly, but it's just been so busy. But thank you so much for the support and for listening in. Really appreciate it. If you would like to be tagged in my videos like I do at the beginning now, just pop in your... If you can go and find it on my page, that would help. It's like a grey meme that says added to the list. If you add yourself on there, then I'll know. Or put it in here. I'll figure it out. Lots of love, and see the Lancaster people soon. I've finalised, I think I'm almost fully booked in Lancaster. There might be room for like one more person, and Australia soon. So take care. Lots of love. Bye.